Well, I thought we could block better than what we did. Um, all the way across the board. We didn't block real well on the running game. We got some 4 and 5 yard runs every so often, but we couldn't get anything. We threw, we threw some bubble screens and got some big plays. Jerry got some big plays, and then we didn't go back to it. Those were some of our bigger plays. Anytime we dropped back, they just basically killed Kyle back there, and give Kyle a lot of credit. He took a lot of hits, but he played, and probably not much more he could do.
What was your message to your guys after that one?
That I put the blame on me. I'm the biggest part of it. Put the blame on the coaches. They're a major part of what we put out there. And I said our players got to take accountability too. So it's all of us in this thing together. We all got to take accountability. I think we can play better than that, and we will play better than that. That was an embarrassment. But you got to give Morgan State a lot of credit. I mean, they played hard. They got good players. I think they out physicaled us, to be honest with you. I they made bigger plays than we did. We had no big play. We got Jerry Garcia. We got 7-man protection. 7-man protection. We got Jerry Garcia wide open for a 70-yard touchdown pass, and we can't get the ball off. I mean, wide open. And that was his first read. And he gets sacked because he didn't have enough time to let Jerry get open. It was terrible. We got to reevaluate what we're doing for sure. Do things that we can do. So whatever we can do really well, we need to go ahead and continue working on those things. Whatever we're not doing very well, we need to not practice anymore. And we got a great group of kids. I know they'll come back. They'll show up tomorrow ready to work. They're hard workers. I don't think we put them in the best situations. As a coaching staff. So I truly believe that, but I'll have to watch the film and to confirm that.
Thank you.
Coach, can you speak on how special teams kind of turn momentum to their side?
Well, Lopez has been a good kicker for us, and I think we have a 44-yarder and a 45-yarder. That may be probably the extent of where he can go. But we tried him anyway because it was fourth and longer situations. If it would have been a 4th and 1, we'd have went for it. If you notice, I went for it on 4th down quite a bit today. And I think he just tried to overkick. He kind of overkicked the first one and pulled it left. And then the second one, he hit the line right in the back. He never got that thing off the ground. Our kickoff guy, the first one wasn't very good, Will McManus. And then I think after that he started to kick it. We kind of kicked it the opposite direction and got some good coverage on kickoff. So we actually got okay there, and our punt team was okay. But obviously when you miss field goals, it hurts, but we had it down there. We had it down there a bunch now. I don't even know how many times we had it down there and couldn't get anything out of it.
What's the mindset heading into Michigan State, a big program next week?
We got to get better. We got to improve. We got to get better. We got to go to work. Try to put a great game plan together for these guys. Try to put them in the best situations we can to compete. And like I said, I'm not sure if we put them in the best situations. There's just so many little things that happen out there that kill you. But again, I have to watch defensively, but I'll give our defense a little bit of credit. I think they played okay. I think we can play better than that, though. But they weren't they probably did enough for us to win this game offensively, kicking game. The muff punt is a killer there. I mean, I don't know what we do with the ball if we get it there, but at least you get it there and get a chance for a 2-minute drive. I think there was 4 minutes there, for almost 3 minutes on the clock, and we had all our timeouts left. So, again, I love Savon. Savon's going to try to make a play, and he had to run for it, and just missed it. But things like that happen. Great kid, great player, and a hard worker, and those things happen.
Tristan, John O'Connor here from the Richmond paper. Sun will come up tomorrow, and you'll have a meeting, and I wonder what the message that the team leaders will try to spread once the Spiders reconvene tomorrow.
I think the biggest thing is that we're not the same team from last year. We can't rely on what our record was last year and what we did. We have to put that same effort in this season that we did the previous season. We can't go into practice or any game thinking that it's going to be easy. Every game has to be the biggest game we play because it's the next one, and go in with great attitude in practice and continue to build and learn from the mistakes that we had this game.
Do you have impressions of Morgan State? Rough team, played physical. What were your impressions?
I think a lot of people overestimated this team. I mean, they were a solid team. They were pretty basic of what they did, but they did it well. Just got to be careful with the ball. We had good takeaways on defense. Got to keep the ball in our hands on offense. But I mean, the first game, stuff happens. No one's pointing fingers. As a captain of the defense and the team, like there's things I easily could have done better, special teams and defensively. So I put that on myself. But I think it starts in practice. We need to come back stronger and not underestimate any opponent.
Thank you.
Hey, Tristan, did Morgan State do differently today than what you saw on tape?
Nah. So we really didn't know what they were going to do. They were very vanilla last year because their OC came in late before the last season. So he was like there for a month before they started. So everything they did was real vanilla. There weren't many wrinkles to what they were doing, but Coach Wood and the defensive staff did a good job going back to the Norfolk State where the OC was previous to Morgan State. But I think they put us in a great game plan. And I think it comes down to the players just making the plays when they come and doing our job and getting in the film room, doing the little things that we can do. But I think they led us in the right direction of what they did, and they kind of stuck to it. So they were pretty on point with what they expected.
Being one of the senior leaders, one of the captains, I guess your goal this week is just to kind of keep the guys upbeat and just say, hey, we got another game on tap and another opportunity to prove to the nation that we're a good football team.
No doubt. I just want to make sure everyone knows that, like, our goals and what we want to accomplish, like, everything's still on the table. Like, we shouldn't take this one game as it's all down the drain now. Like, we got to continue to build, and I'm glad it happened as early as it did before we get into bigger games, conference games, like games that can really hurt you. So keeping the morale high, no finger pointing. This is not like this is on you. Like, no, everyone has to own their own mistakes. We're not even blaming coaches. Like, as a player, like, you're the one playing. Like that's what it comes down to. So no finger pointing. Get back to the drawing board. Get back in the film room and continue to build. And all our goals are still on the table.